They have released the dog. I'm Lil Rick the gamer, do it 100% gamer, bro. If no one else working hard, I would do it for the gamer show. Can't contain my flow. I need to play a game for sure. Maybe RTS, RPG, or maybe even MMO. Howdy, and welcome back to another Lucid Adventure Idle RPG video. Now, I need you to hit that like and subscribe button as I post content daily. Videos daily, all about that gamer stuff, all about it. Is he about it, gamer? Yes, he's about it, gamer. Alright, so, I guess I looked at it and thought for a while because, like, progression is pretty fast in this game. Especially at the current state of the game, it's pretty fast, so doing a monthly update might not be the best thing right now. Maybe a weekly one or something like that. Definitely not daily, but maybe at least like once a week or something. We'll see how that goes. But we're going to update my progress, where I'm at, what's going on, what I've been doing, all of that good stuff right now. Now, I didn't write any notes or anything, so this is all just fresh off the top of my head, so bear with me when I get all over the place and rebuttal quite a bit. But you can see here, I got beat so bad by the Koreans that I had to get the Korean flag. You know, if you can't beat them, join them, right? Yeah. So, I'm team level 84. We've been doing something. We've been kind of like stuck at that 80 mark for a bit, and I say stuck with a grain of salt, because I'm still testing things out, getting a feel for things, not just making any definitive answers. Build Osgod, put everything into Osgod, because Osgod is the god of all Osgods in this game. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, like I've been testing so much out, then we've been talking and discussing about different things, different strategies in the Discord, because no one person has the right answer. I don't have all the answers. That person don't have all the answers. This person don't have all the answers. You don't have all the answers. But we all do have some answers. With that being said, you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat, so to speak. Alright, so we're going to go on to just looking at, you know, our characters and the levels and everything. As much as I've been loving to build up my Ho-Ho's, we haven't really touched Ho-Ho since like the first week. Once we got him to 26, that was it. We've been really focusing in on our character list. I think I just really got like some of the ones that was at 20 to 25 or beyond, like my warrior and my dark. I think I said in some previous videos I was building up dark to do like some subjugation. I kind of like fell off on my dark and really didn't put a lot of investment because I'm beyond my 14 days, and I'm currently, if we look here, on my very last ticket for my 14 day login, and we're currently on that run in Dan. So we finally got Sora up to level 30 so we can get that attack buff. The rate she gives it is not as often as I would like it to be, but it works. So that's all that matters. We haven't did anything else with her but level her up, put some levels into some of her supportive skills. Somewhat. This should be leveled up. I need all that experience, every bit of that. Alright, we could max it, but put some levels into some of our supportive skills. I wasn't blowing my whole load. The biggest thing was to make sure I was going for team attacks. Yeah, I was trying to get our damage up, was to get this skill max to master, because I knew it was a skill that we had to level up, and you only got a 17% chance for her to show up. So it's like every about 5 or so, every about 5 runs she'll show up. You might hear her in the background when you hear the sound go wing. That's Sora. See, just now. So that's that. I haven't really touched Choco BB. I just bought his costume because I'm putting gems in so many places that I still don't have all the character costumes. I have only 2 more to grab left. And I believe it's one of Sora's too. Yep, her Lucid Angel, and then the Lucid Angel, I believe, for... Is that Pooh? Yep. These are the last 2 that I have to get. And then I have all of the costumes that you can buy. Oh no! And Light's mine, like, oh no, I got that one. Yeah, I must have just got that recently. I keep forgetting that I got that one. Yeah, so only 2 more to go. I want to build Light so bad, but I've just been putting so much emphasis in so many areas, I haven't really touched him, haven't did anything with him. At some point, he's going to get some love, and then we'll showcase him as much as we can. Working on Tempest, been utilizing him, liking what I see. If you saw the who to buy first video, I did talk about Tempest in that video as one of the characters that was good to buy before I really had any knowledge, because I was in my first 24 hours of the game at that time, so I didn't really have enough knowledge to really understand the power of Osgod. But he's still a great unit to build. He would have been a solid +1 for you through your progression, especially to help Lubu as you go through like everything that you need as far as Origin and Cobalt and the Abandoned Mine, where you need physical DPS. He's solid, but you have to invest into his defenses, mostly his invasion skill, because that's what he scales off of. If I go here, because he has a lot of supportive skills that's really good. And I mean, he has magic defense and I think some defense, but I think where he really shines is his invasion skill. Like, that's like the big thing. If I go to his stats here, you already have a base of 5% there. Like you see, I'm already over 100%. It's still relatively low. If I was closer to 200%, it'd be solid, but I'm still trying to, fine tune and figure things out. But his invasion skill is important because he's going to run into the battle and shoot things and they're gonna shoot things in the air, because he always prioritizes the air first for the most part. Like, I think I might have seen him derp a couple times, but like his main focus is in the air. When he does his attack, if there's aerial enemies, he's gonna run to them. So he's gonna run past everything else. So that pulls aggro to him. So you need him to be able to survive that. And that was the problem I was having with early on, because I didn't have enough investment into him, and I was just testing him like, it don't seem like he's gonna work out. And some characters you have to put a lot of investment to really see what their true worth is, because there's no bad characters in this game. It's just some work better at this point in the game, some work better at that point in the game. Some can carry you here, some can carry you there, and always build Osgod. So putting some work into Tempest. I've been wanting to build Drip Suit, but there's some people in my Discord right now. I've been working on Drip Suit, putting together, coming up with some strategies and everything to find a place more so than just PvP, because this is our excuse, and I can't stress this enough. This is our excuse for not knowing or not investing properly into the characters that don't have many supportive skills. Like, he has one, team HP. HP is cool, but HP really doesn't mean that much. But I'm thinking he's probably solid, because I don't really have any of his karma weapons, but I think he's going to really be a solid unit, because he gets subjugation attack early on, and that's like really important. So he probably going to be strong, and you see he gets more of it as you go along. You just keep going through. So not only a PvP thing, but a subjugation thing for this guy to really perform. And then he gets team invasion. I need to level him up to 25. Once I use this last ticket, I'm going to have to do that so I can get that team invasion. I might got to take him to 26 for this experience, to get the most experience as I move forward. Yeah, I think 26 would be that benchmark. And just focus in on that. So that's something that I'll be looking forward to, and that's what's making it hard, because I want to go all in and hardcore on a unit, and I kind of like did a little bit with Swordsman, and I'm sure you probably saw the Swordsman video, and if you haven't, you should check it out. He's my second showcase video. We're probably going to be doing another one really soon, coming up this week. But I put a lot of investment into Swordsman and his skills. Like, his stats that I have is cray for what I have so far. We're on our Swift gear right now, so we're not going to see like the full extremities, but like nearly 200% crit rate. I think it's 200% if I put another little build on him though. Like, we got 1.498% on his crit damage, insane. Close to 200% on his invasion. Like, he's a solid tank. Like, his tanking ability is so good, it's ridiculous. And then his accuracy is pretty decent. And I guess he could take a punch a little bit if he does get hit. But the thing is, with his invasion, that makes it because he has one skill where he's going to teleport, be behind the enemy, and I talked about this before, and he's going to attack, he's going to pull aggro, so having that high invasion is going to make him survive, and I really liked him. In most cases, I think a lot of people really didn't put much investment into a lot of their characters and just went hardcore into Osgod, so everything is like below level 30, level 27, 28, whatever gives them the best skill, the best supportive skill that they have in the 20s, and then Osgod like level 32, level 34, stuff like that. I've been seeing that in some people's accounts, but it's been carrying them. A lot of those people are a lot further in than I am, but it's Osgod. You know, she's the god, so of course she's gonna do that. But I'm like, that's boring. I don't want to just keep playing with her because she's just the most broken character in the game and need a rebalance, or we need to buff some other skills on some other characters so they can be just as strong as this, because this explosion is ridiculous. 1.558% is the multiplier on this skill. That is ridiculous. Nothing else in this game has a multiplier that high, and she doesn't even have to crit. To think about it, I think her crit rate is trash. Alright, mine's getting up there though, but it's like when before we was really getting over 100%, like she had like 30 something and still doing more damage than my Swordsman. I think my Swordsman is starting to outclass her a bit now that he's 31 and I put a lot more investment into his skills. Like if I go through his skill tree, there's a lot of stuff that's maxed. Most of the important stuff is just maxed out. I like literally put a truckload, 4.95C into him, and how much we got into Osgod? 2.3. It's like double what she has, pretty much. Double the investment that she has into her skills, into his skills. But it's like I will continue to go in on his skills, but the only problem with that is that he doesn't attack air enemies. And it's like I want something that can also attack the air, possibly. But then I've been thinking about Constant, because Constant is one character that I'm seeing like really you can't take out, and that's because of the false magic and the nightmare magic. Like he needs to be in every team comp, because for your team power bonus, like he has a multiplier that stacks on top of it. Like it stacks right on top of it, so he just does so much more. He just like boosts your team so much more with it, and it's a really expensive skills to level up. Like if we go down here, false magic, nightmare magic, like it's extremely expensive to level them up, but this adds so much additional damage and stats for your team, because this is what goes into your level. So his skill stacks on top of this number here, this plus 18,891 where I'm maxed at, and that is the number that also shows up here. So if you want to know what your max character power is, that's this number right here, the one at the very top. So that's lets you know where you max out at. So by building your team power bonus, it would increase the level cap of what your characters can reach, which is in the same multiplier once you start adding in. It took me a while to actually piece those all together. I think some people kind of knew, but it was just because I was saying one thing and they knew another, that it was like, oh well, you must be right on this, where it's like, no, it all goes together. It's like you're right, I'm right, but we got to piece it all together for it to make complete sense. Now, I wanted to build Aramis, but I didn't build arms because it's like I like Swordsman so much, but she does have an air-based attack, and she's a solid one. She's just super expensive, and Swordsman was like relatively cheaper to build, so I went that route. But what I'm gonna end up doing is getting her to 28, so I can get more, so I can get at least another point of her coercion, at the very least. I'm gonna do that, so I can get that out of her. I think, yeah, for the most part, that's all I need. I don't really need too much else. I probably should start working on Heart Heater so I can get more jump time on that hideout. Him and Choco BB. I need to start investing into my level skipping skills a little more, because that's going to help me be able to clear and get higher faster. Because once I'm done with these tickets, this progression is just going to slow down. I won't be able to invest hardcore, so I'm gonna have to get as much experience as possible. And doing an 8K run, because I'm 8K at the most on all of my areas. I wish I could show all of my areas. We're pushing 8K on this. I did in my live I did in my live the day before of this record, and I was like on Twitch, twitch.tv/Gamerdude2088. You come check that out sometimes. We generally go live right after we do our premieres sometimes, so make sure you follow and have those notifications on so you can see when that happens. But I was live, and I did on Kobo from 700 all the way to 8K. Like, I just went all the way up there to 8K just from there, because I haven't hit it in a while, and I was working on Swordsman, and I just started building Tempest, so I was like, yeah, I got my full team, even though I could have just went Osgod, Lubu, and Osgod, Lubu, Constant, and what else, and that probably would have worked too. But that's if I was still putting like a lot of investment into Osgod and Lubu, which I kind of shift focus there, because Lubu is a glass cannon. Lubu can hit really hard, but he can't take a hit. He doesn't really have many skills defensively, like not a lot of defense or magic defense skills. He has no invasion skills. Like, he's just pretty much a glass cannon. Crit rate, attack. He has some HP, but HP doesn't really stack that well. As you get into higher levels, they're just going to be doing more damage anyway. And attack and accuracy, that's pretty much what he does. And then he does got some subjugation in here, so he's just really about just dishing out damage. That's where Swordsman comes in, and he's just so much better in that regards, because he's able to stay alive longer. I had parts when I was running Dan Lubu in a team, and Lubu was just, he'd go into a spin attack, die, and then there's nothing but Swordsman left. So let's move on, because we've been in the characters for a long time, and I mean, we've been working on karma weapons and all of that stuff too, but haven't did much. We're maxing out some of our weapons here, starting to transcend a little bit. I want to stress that little bit part, because I'm not utilizing a lot, because that costs like a shit ton of gems, and we're just not really trying to spend a lot of our gems. But we're working on like upgrading our abandoned mine teams, our subjugation teams, and just fine-tuning and seeing what works best for us, so we can give you content on that in general. Oh snap, that's my guild mate. I gotta screenshot it. I'm sorry, I gotta screenshot it. Oh, we bodying him too. We bodying him. Oh, get every bit of these hands, Tough Love. Get every bit of these hands. Take every bit of it. Let me show you what time it is. Don't be coming in my league. Don't be coming in my league. Don't be coming in my league. Alright, I gotta put that to the side for now. Oh man, that's crazy. That was my guild mate. One of my strongest members too. Oh, that is so funny that I found them in PvP and gave them hands. Good thing it wasn't a Korean. Whew, man. Shout out to you, my dude. You had to take every bit of it. Alright, so Abandoned Mine. I'm going to do some more Abandoned Mine videos. I'm really just testing to see, just test the waters to really see like what it is. And I think the next one I'm going to explain a little more of like the auto runs, and like how auto is going to really, like how auto really teaches you how Abandoned Mine kind of works, so you can like perform even better when you do like manual runs, or even better when you do auto runs, depending on how you feel at that time. So I'm still fine-tuning that. Probably end up recording that after this video. Then subjugation, our guild is up to 10 now. It's getting really difficult for all of us, even our most OP player that's in the guild currently. It's getting real tough for us, but we're getting there. Almost at 11, so we can start farming for the currency that give us transcendence for our prizes, which is hands down the most OP thing you can do in this game if you are able to. Reason why it's locked behind being really strong, but the levels are at 30 plus, so it's like our level, like our character levels aren't really matching that, and then our stat and then our skills aren't really matching that, so it's going to be harder for us if we don't have if we don't have a broken prize to carry us, which we want to talk about that on a later date as well. So on this 8K push, 8K on everything else, over 100 in Origin, so we're doing pretty well there. I say my Nightmare Tower, I got over the 58 hump I was stuck at. I'm sure I can push past 60, I just haven't done it. I need to work on that too. We're still plat 1 because we haven't really leveled up any, and it's not like I want to get in a higher league anyway because, you know, it's a joke. PvP is just a complete joke, which sucks. I think that's pretty much it for now. It's not really much else other than, you know, I've been putting a lot of investment into a few different characters and everything, and I guess that's good from there. So I'll talk more about what else I'm doing and what else I'm planning in another video. So if you do enjoy, make sure you smash that like button. If you don't, there is a button for that. Check us out on Discord. Link to that will be in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below. Whenever I get there, pin it because things. Subscribe to the channel. Turn those post notifications on if you're new here. Turn them on. All that good stuff, or I mean, just turn them on in general, but subscribe if you're new here. And this is your host, GamerDude2088, and I'll see you next time. And I'm out. Deuces.